Local and state officials were in Brooklyn Park Thursday to put their best foot forward for a group of Japanese business leaders. Reporter Delane Cleveland was there.
Now, Shannon, I'm here at the Takeda facility along Highway 610. Takeda is one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in the United States, and they have strong ties to Japan. State and local leaders are trying to attract more businesses like this one to Minnesota.
The governor, our team at D have done a lot to provide some incentives, some job skills training. It's no mistake, we're at Takeda. We've done a lot of that here to help them expand. So this is part of business development. This is a competitive time in our economy. We are fighting tooth and nail with other states for expansions, for growth. Connections like this to companies who are considering where to come in the U.S. and showing them what's possible here is a big part of our strategy.
Representatives from the Japanese External Trade Organization toured the Brooklyn Park campus of Takeda Pharmaceuticals. The visit is an opportunity for about a dozen Japanese companies to explore growth possibilities in the United States. Governor Tim Walz and other leaders touted the different incentives the state can offer.
They're not going to bring companies here if we don't have employees to work in those businesses. And as that's been a struggle nationwide to get employees, that has to be part of the equation as well. And so what happens from here, I think, is up to them. But we're doing all we can to show off what Brooklyn Park can do for a business of this magnitude, and for the governor to be here to talk about what the state can do as well.
In addition to visiting the Takeda campus, the Japanese business leaders have stops planned at the University of Minnesota and in Rochester. In Brooklyn Park, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Brooklyn Park police say an alleged attempted kidnapping suspect has turned himself in. On Tuesday, Brooklyn Park police sent out this photo of a male suspect who allegedly grabbed a 3-year-old child inside a McDonald's restaurant on 85th Avenue near Highway 252. Police say they were told this suspect, who is 15 years old, indicated he was going to take the child, although he tells police he was just trying to take a phone from the child. Police say the child screamed and the suspect fled the business on a bicycle, stealing the cell phone. On Wednesday night, police alerted the public that the suspect turned himself in. Police say the arrest was the result of pressure from the 15-year-old's foster parents. A Brooklyn Park family is trying to get back on their feet after lightning destroyed their home last month, and they're having a rough go of it. Reporter Sonia Goins shares their story.
Oh, it's horrible. Nobody plans on going through something like this. It's robbed us of a summer together. It really has.
The Burgerman's Brooklyn Park home is in shambles after a significant storm in May.
And there was smoke coming out of my house and out of all the vents, and the fire alarms were going off, and I could hear her screaming inside. So, of course, I just dropped everything I had and ran for the house.
I was afraid. Right when I heard the bang, I ducked and stuff started falling on me.
The family says a huge bolt of lightning rocked the house after striking a massive cottonwood tree in their backyard.
This was my bedroom.
Although it's been a month, the cleanup and restorations are going slow. The home is still covered in sheetrock and debris.
This is the final ceiling, and this one is now collapsed as well.
Ken Bergman says the insurance company, Safeco Liberty Mutual, is leaving the family in limbo.
Oh, everything came screeching to the halt after that first week, and literally nothing has been done inside the house yet. That rope is basically what's holding the tree from falling on the house right now.
He says it's estimated to cost about $20,000 to have the damaged tree removed. The family is worried more damage could happen if the tree stays.
Because if that tree falls, it'll take somebody's life in that house.
The Bergmans say cleanup crews are also concerned about the mangled tree.
Ideally, we'd like to see that gone first, so everybody in the house can be safe while they're doing the repairs and working on it.
The Insurance Federation of Minnesota says homeowner insurance policies don't insure fallen trees unless it's on the home.
This is a case that's a little different, though, because it's a very large tree right next to the home. And so there could be danger, further danger to the home from the tree. And in that case, an insurer is likely to pay to trim the tree or to make it so that it's not a danger anymore.
And because crews are hesitant to work on the home, Bergerman is hauling out the mess himself.
I work in here late at night because it's cooler, shoveling this stuff out.
Meanwhile, the family just wants to get back to normal.
My life right now is revolved around trying to get things done at this house, not spending time with my daughter. So it literally has robbed me of an entire summer with her.
In Brooklyn Park, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
CCX News reached out to Liberty Mutual, and they told us the company does not publicly discuss individual claims. The Hennepin County Board and the Metropolitan Council have officially approved the route to extend light rail transit from Minneapolis to Brooklyn Park. Despite concerns from some cities along the route, including Robbinsdale and Crystal, construction is slated to begin in 2025. The revised route would go down the middle of County Road 81 after an agreement couldn't be reached with BNSF Railway to share its rail corridor. Robbinsdale city leaders have expressed concerns the revised option would split the city in half. Crystal leaders, meanwhile, are concerned their light rail route will result in fewer traffic lanes on 81. Each city along the route must provide municipal consent, votes that are at least a year away. It's not entirely clear what would happen if each city doesn't agree to the project. The good stuff of the Minnesota State Fair has arrived in New Hope.
Oh, yeah.
That's garlic?
Oh, yeah.
The good stuff.
The good stuff.
The good stuff is right. The Hy-Vee grocery store in New Hope is hosting a sampling of State Fair favorites. Food trucks set up in the store parking lot offering mini donuts, corn dogs, cheese curds, State Fair French fries, fresh squeezed lemonade, and even those deep fried Oreos. As we found out, choosing a favorite isn't easy.
But my favorite, see, my wife says that. What's your favorite? I'm like, I can't say I have one favorite. I have many favorites.
But it's really great to see this outside of the state fair, closer to home, so you don't have to commute all the way down to the state fairgrounds during that time of year because it can get pretty hectic.
The state fair starts August 25th, but as you heard from that customer, this is an opportunity to avoid the rush as well as the parking charges.